Jayan Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaraja Jayan Gopi Jana Vallabha Jayan Girivaraja Jaya Girivaraja Devam Vishnupad Paramahams Parivrajagacharya Stotra Sri Srimad Divine Grace Bharataramarinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Devam Vishnupad Paramahams Parivrajagacharya Stotra Sri Srimad Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki नमाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ षड गोस्वामी वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपिनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरि गोवर्धन की व्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की मायापुर नवदीप धाम की जगन्नाथ पुरी धाम की मथुरा धाम की जय जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्र महारानी की श्री श्री निताय गौर सुंदर की श्री श्री प्रहलाद नरसिंहदेव भगवान की श्री श्री राधा माधव की श्री कृष्ण भगवान की हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय श्री जगन्नाथ रथ यात्रा महोत्सव की पतित पावन शील प्रभुपाद की नित्याय गौर प्रेमानंदे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये. Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 9, text 32, translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Mam hi partha vyapashritya yepishu pavayonayah Priyo Vaishyas Tada Sudras Devi Param Garim Mam hi partha vyapashritya yepishu pavayonayah Priyo Vaishyas Tada Sudras Devi Param Garim Mam hi partha vyapashritya yepishu pavayonayah Priyo Vaishyas Sudras Devi Param Garim. Translation: O son of Pritha, those who take shelter in me, though they be of lower birth, women, Vaishyas, merchants, and Sudras, workers, can attain the supreme destination. Purport: it is clearly declared here by the Supreme Lord that in devotional service there is no distinction between the lower and higher class of people. In the material conception of life, there are such divisions, but for a person engaged in transcendental devotional service to the Lord, there are not. Everyone is eligible for the supreme destination. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 2.4.18, it is stated that even the lowest, who are called chandas, dog eaters, can be purified by association with a pure devotee. Therefore, devotional service and the guidance of a pure devotee are so strong that there is no discrimination between the lower and higher class of men. Anyone can take to it. The most simple man taking shelter of the pure devotee can be purified by proper guidance. According to the different modes of material nature, men are classified in the mode of goodness, Brahmanas, the mode of passion, Kshatriyas are administrators, mixed modes of passion and ignorance, Vaishyas are merchants, and the mode of ignorance, Sudras are workers. Those lower than them are called Chandalas, and they are born in sinful families. Generally, the association of those born in sinful families is not accepted by the higher classes, but the process of devotional service is so strong that the pure devotee of the Supreme Lord can enable people of all the lower classes to attain the highest perfection of life. This is possible only when one takes shelter of Krishna. As indicated here by the word yapastritya, one has to take shelter completely of Krishna. Then one can become much greater than great jnanis and yogis. Om Tat Sat. Om Jnanatimirandusya Jnananchanasalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnaprastaya Bhutale Srimade Jayapataka Swami Vinamini Acharya Padaya Nitai Kriva Pradayini Gauragada Damadaya Nagaradramadharine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desudarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. And Devi Magesha Haridama Shuddeshu. Haridama. Haridama is Vaikuntha. And in the center of the Vaikuntha, Krishna's personal residence is there. That is Goloka Vrindavana. That also Lord Brahma is confirming in Brahma Samhita. Goloka Eva Nivasadi Agilatma Guru is residing in Goloka Vrindavana. So that is the highest destination, highest place. Because Krishna is the Supreme Lord. That is why he is residing in the topmost place. And in the material world, always the classifications are there. This is lower class people, this is higher class people. Why this classification is coming? Because of the influence of the three modes of material nature. Maya, she is operating, she is controlling the unlimited jivas in this material world by influencing her three modes, sattva, rajas and tamas. So when we are influenced by majority people are, there is a board in Jagannath Puri temple, there is a board, only Hindus are allowed. For that board also there is a separate pastime is there, very lengthy pastime is there that we are not going to discuss now. So if I become a Muslim, then I cannot enter Jagannath temple. But at the same time, if I don't become a Muslim, then I will be in the prison and Taki Khan will destroy Jagannath temple. What to do? The perplexed situation. So this Rigia, Taki Khan's sister, she came. She came to the prison to talk to Ramchandra Dev. Ramchandra Dev was surprised. This Rigia is coming personally, secretly she is coming. Without her brother's knowledge. Vijaya told, I am also devoted to Lord Jagannath. Internally, I am very much devoted to Lord Jagannath. Externally, I am a Muslim god. But my story I will tell you. My mother also greatly devoted to Lord Jagannath. So those times, these Mughal emperors, they will kidnap Hindu girls and they will marry by force. It was regularly happening. So this Rigia's mother also, actually, same thing happened to her. And mother was dedicated to Lord Jagannath internally. Externally, she behaved like a Muslim. So in the same way, her daughter Rigia also was behaving like that, and she told, you should agree to the proposal of my brother, Takikan, because it is your prime responsibility to protect Jagannath temple. So initially, Ramachandra Dev refused this proposal because he didn't like to reject his religion, Hindu religion. And he said, if I marry you, and you will become my wife, and if I touch you, then the Hindu religion, they will reject me. And I cannot enter into Jagannath temple. And surprisingly, Rigia gave a different proposal. He said, officially you can marry me and you don't have to touch my body at all. And I will worship you as my Lord in my heart. But you don't have to touch me because you are thinking that if you touch my body, you will be contaminated, you will become a lower class person. So I am giving you a promise that externally you can marry me, but you don't have to touch my body. This promise she gave. So Ramachandra Dev was shaken like anything by her devotion to Lord Jagannath. So he thought that, okay, I have to take friendly relationship with Taki Khan because that is most important to protect Lord Jagannath's temple. So Ramachandra Dev agreed. Okay, I will marry you. He became Qadar Khan. His name was changed into Muslim Qadar Khan. Somebody is some other place is mentioned Hafir Qadir. Different names are mentioned. So he became a Muslim, and his capital was in Katak. So he entered into the palace. This news already, actually, his Hindu wife is there already in the palace. She came to know this. So she became highly disappointed, and she left the palace with all the children, everybody, they left. So when this Raja Ramachandra Dev, when he entered the palace, the whole palace was empty. Wife, children, everybody left to their father's house because he became a Muslim. So great shock for Ramachandra Dev. Then he tried to enter into Jagannath temple. And in Jagannath temple, anybody has visited Puri Jagannath temple? Anybody has gone to the temple, right? Okay. There is a place called Mukti Mandapam. Mukti Mandapam. Mukti Mandapam, now all Brahmanas, they will sit. Pandas, they will sit on top of the Mukti Mandapam. Only they can sit in the top of the Mukti Mandapam, and they can only take decision about temple management. So the Mukti Mandapam Brahmanas, when they heard this news, Raja Ramachandra Dev, he became a Muslim by marrying a Muslim girl. He cannot enter into Jagannath temple. They restricted him. And every Ekadasi day, they will climb the some 200 feet Gopuram, very tallest, very tall. So a person will climb the 200 feet Gopuram, and he will light a very big lamp, Mahadeepa, on Ekadasi day. And that time, that Brahmana, he will chant some prayers to Lord Jagannath, protecting the Raja Ramachandra Dev. Just for protection of the king, they will do this lighting a big lamp on top of the Gopuram. So, because he became a Muslim, Raja became a Muslim. So, Mukti Mandapam Brahmana, they took a decision, no, that should be stopped. Praying to the Lord on Ekadasi day, top of the Gopuram, or Ramachandra Dev, that should be stopped. Again, on Radhayatra day, even now also, Puri king is there, and he will only broom the streets with golden broom in front of Lord Jagannath. So they stopped this. Because you became a Muslim, so you cannot do this golden brooming in front of Lord Jagannath in the Ratha. So in this way, he was stopped from entering into taking darshan of Lord Jagannath. Ramachandra Dev was highly devoted to Lord Jagannath. Those times, no, the kings were like that. So Ramachandra Dev cried, and nobody understood his real intention. For what purpose he married a Muslim girl and became a Muslim? Nobody understood his real intention. He was crying. One side, his family, Hindu family rejected him. Another side, he was not allowed to enter into the temple. So what he will do now, in the middle of the night, unnoticed by anyone, no? He was used to come from Katak to Puri temple, riding a horse. Alone he will come in the middle of the night. And that time the temple will be closed today. So it's called Simhadwara. Simhadwara means actually lion gate. So Puri Jagannath temple has got four gates. The eastern gate is called Simhadwara. So the Ramachandra Dev, he will come all the way from Katak to Puri by riding a horse. And he will do namaskar in the road. He will cry, "Oh, my Lord Jagannath, everybody rejected me. But I know I married a Muslim girl simply for protecting your temple. So you know that. So I am sure that you will not reject me. In this way, he was crying, crying, crying in the middle of the night in the road. So Jagannath, Balaram, Subhadra, they are sleeping. Sayana Arati is already done. Now also we will do rest to Lord Jagannath. So Jagannath is sleeping in Ratna Simhasana, sleeping. So when he cried, this is called exclusively depending on the mercy of the Supreme Lord. It is one of the principles of Saranagati. Simply depending on the mercy of the Lord. But no, for us, no, when difficult situation comes, we will depend on matter only. We will depend on our intelligence, material intelligence. That is the difference between we and the surrendered devotees. So this Ramachandra Dev extremely crying for Jagannath's mercy and crying for Jagannath's darshan. So Jagannath couldn't sleep. Lord Jagannath, yes, God, Krishna is having 64 transcendental qualities. One of the quality is Prema Vasya. Prema Vasya means Krishna, even though he is the Supreme Lord, he can be controlled by love. Prema Vasya. He can be controlled by love. If we exhibit our love and devotion sincerely, I don't want anything from you, Krishna. I want only you. Sripad Adishankaracharya is saying in Sri Jagannath Ashtakam, Navayache Rajyam Nachakanaga Manikya Vibhavam Nayache Hum Ramyam Sakala Janahamyam Varavadu Sada Kale Kale Pramadapadi Nagila Charido Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patakami Bhavatume. Adi Shankaracharya is singing, Avayache Rajyam. I don't want big Rajyam and all, big kingdom, I don't want. Achakanaga Manikya Vibhavam. I don't want big wealth, gold, jewels, so many things, I don't want. Nayache Hamramya. I don't want beautiful girls. Amramyam, Sagalajana Kamyam Varavadu. I don't want big followers. I don't want anything. Very clearly, this is the real prayer. This type of prayer we should do to Lord Jagannath. Not that, oh Jagannath, please give me money, please solve my loan problems. No. Real prayer, real devotion means, I don't want anything, Krishna, from you, materially. I want you only, Krishna. I want you. I want Krishna. I want to develop love for Krishna. Sada Kale Kale Pramadabadina Gita Charito. This is what Adi Shankaracharya is praying. Sada Kale Kale. All the time. I want to simply sing your glories. Pramadabadina Gita Charito. Pramada means praising. Gita Charito. Your pastimes. Krishna is performing unlimited pastimes. Eko Devo Nitya Leela Anurakto. He is performing unlimited pastimes. And he is having extraordinary beauty. Krishna is having unlimited transcendental qualities. So a pure devotee, he will praise Krishna's beautiful qualities and Krishna's beauty, Krishna's wonderful pastimes. So in this way, a devotee will simply glorify Krishna. So Adi Shankaracharya is saying, I want only to do this all the time. I don't want anything. So this is called devotion. Devotion is not something exchanging something. That is a business. Okay, Krishna, I am giving you 100 rupees. You please solve my problems. This is business. This is not devotion. Devotion means I don't want anything. You are my father and mother. You know how to maintain me. I will not ask. But actually, in every janma, we have taken crores of janmas. In every janma, we are actually getting sense enjoyment. Enough sense enjoyment, we have already got it. But in every janma, we will not get Krishna. So, we should be intelligent. I want Krishna. I want to go back to Krishna. I want to go back to Krishna's planet. So this should be our desire. Oh Jagannath Swami, Nayana Patakami, please be visible to my eyes. So this is the prayer Sripad Adishankaracharya is singing to Lord Jagannath. So Ramchandra Dev also cried like this. I want to have your darshan. So Jagannath couldn't sleep. He is like, Bhavagrohi Janardana, Janardana, Lord Janardana, he absorbs our bhava, our emotion, our devotional emotion, our devotional sentiments. We all have material sentiments in the mind. Our mind will always produce material sentiments, lust, greed, anger, envy, pride. Material sentiments only our mind will create all the time. But there is another thing called devotional sentiments. We have that capacity to love Krishna. That has to be cultivated by systematic practice. That is actually, this is the prime responsibility of human being. Prema pumarto maha. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying, pum means human being. And they should attain this highest treasure. What is the treasure? Prema. Developing love for Krishna. If we don't love Krishna, then we will develop love for material attachments, material facilities. In this way, we will be distracted. Because Jiva's tendency is to lean on something. That's the meaning of Tadastha Sakti. Either we can depend on Krishna or we can depend on Maya. We cannot be independent. We cannot be independent. That is our constitutional position. So, it is better. So many crores of janmas we depended on Maya, and the result is we are continuing, repeatedly taking birth and deaths are going on. They are not liberated from birth and death cycle. So at least in this Janma, we should take a right decision. Let me depend on Krishna. That is called Saranagati. So when sincerely Ramachandra Dev is crying in the middle of the night, in the road, how Jagannath can sleep? Lord Jagannath's body was shaking, trembling. He was not able to sleep in Ratna Simhasana. And this devotee is crying piteously. So Lord Jagannath got up. The Supreme Lord, sacrificing his sleep, he got up in the middle of the night and started walking from the altar, from Ratna Simhasana, up to the Simhadwara gate. If you have gone to the Puri Jagannath temple, you can see from the altar, sanctum sanctorium, up to the gate, long distance. Jagannath started walking. Normally, in the Sayana Arati time in Puri, they will offer a special flower for Lord Jagannath during rest time. While giving rest to the Lord, they will offer this special flower. It's called Dhyana flowers. So very good smell is there. So Jagannath is wearing the Dhyana flowers that the garland is wearing. So Jagannath started walking up to the Simhadwara gate. All the flowers are actually falling down. And he appeared suddenly in the middle of the road, in front of Ramachandra Dev. Ramachandra Dev saw Lord Jagannath in the middle of the night in the road. This is called Bhavagrahi. Lord, actually, Krishna is neutral. He is neutral to everyone. If we show our love, then he will also reciprocate with us. If we simply absorb our mind always in material affairs, then Krishna also will stay away. Because we have independence, minute free will is there. Minute free will. Every jiva has got a minute free will. Whether to select Krishna or sense enjoyment, that is our choice. Krishna will not interfere in our minute free will. So we should only use our free will properly. That is why we have got this sixth sense, developed sense, that is intelligence. We should study scriptures, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, we should study, and based on the instruction, we should select the right choice. That is the meaning of human being. Animals cannot do this. Only human being can do this. So Jagannath suddenly appeared in the Simhadwara gate, the eastern gate, in front of Ramachandra Dev. Ramachandra Dev went into ecstasy and tears were flowing from his eyes. He was praying repeatedly, he was doing prayers, offering namaskar to Lord Jagannath. And after that he went back to Cuttack. Again, every day he was coming. So what happened? Next day puja is for Mangala Arati. They opened the door. You saw from the altar up to the gate, all dhyana flowers were falling down, were there in the floor. The pujaris were shocked. Who is doing this? After giving rest to the Lord, normally in Puri also, in here also like that, they will clean the temple floor thoroughly with water, everything. So pujaris were shocked. How this is happening? We cleaned completely, but all flowers are falling down now. Flowers are there in the floor. And they went inside the Garbhagriha. When they saw Jagannath's dress, ornaments, everything got disarrayed, completely got shattered, different places. So pujaris were shocked. Somebody is entering after giving rest to the Lord. Who is doing this? Next day also, Ramachandra Dev came in the middle of the night and crying for Jagannath's darshan. See, this is the meaning of Samoham Sarva Bhudeshu Name Dvesho Astina Priyaha. Samoham Sarva Bhudeshu. Krishna is neutral to everyone. Name Dvesho Astina Priyaha. I will never hate, and also nobody is very dear to me. I am neutral to everyone. Only by our selection, by using our free will properly, we should select Krishna. Next day also Ramachandra Dev came and cried for Jagannath's darshan. Again Jagannath started walking, giving up, sacrificing his sleep. Of course, he is the Supreme Lord. He is not like us. We have to sleep, we have to sleep 6 hours, otherwise our body will give trouble. But Krishna is not like that. Krishna is having Sachidananda Vigraha, transcendental form. So he sacrificed his sleep and started walking and gave darshan. In this way, every day was going on, and every day the pujaris, they were completely confused. Who is doing this? Every day flowers are spilling in the floor, and in the Garbhagriha also everything is shattered everywhere. Who is doing this? There was no response. So one day, head pujari, he decided, I want an answer from Lord Jagannath. So till that time, I will not eat anything. I will not drink water also. The head pujari started fasting, sitting in front of Lord Jagannath. I want an answer from the Lord. So Jagannath appeared in his dream. He is also a devotee, right? So Krishna appeared in his dream. And he said, Ramachandra Dev is my pure devotee. He is crying in the middle of the night in the road. How can I sleep? My devotee is crying. How can I sleep in the Ratna Simhasana? I cannot sleep. This is called, Lord is having very soft heart. Krishna is having very soft heart. He has got a quality called Mrudu. Mrudu means soft-hearted person. Krishna is soft-hearted person. And Dakshinaha, morning I was saying in the class, Dakshinaha means he is very simple and liberal. Krishna is very simple and liberal. He is having all these beautiful qualities. We should take advantage of these qualities. If we surrender to the Lord, He will reciprocate. But our problem is we are not surrendering to the Lord. We are actually distracted. We are distracted from Krishna by Maya. So Jagannath spoke in the dream. Oh Pujari, he is my dear devotee. But you people, the temple management, Mukti Mandap, you have taken a wrong decision. You are not allowing my pure devotee, but he is crying in the middle of the road. What to do? I cannot sleep. So every day I am only going and giving darshan to my pure devotee. Because you have taken this decision that he is not allowed inside the temple. became a Muslim. So I am not happy with your decision. But at the same time, there is a very old custom, because of Lord Brahma's prayer. Hindus only are allowed. So that also cannot be sacrificed. So Jagannath gave a solution in the dream itself. Oh Pujari, you keep my deity in the entrance. In Odisha, if Jagannath's form alone is there, he is called Patita Pavana. Normally Jagannath will be with his brother and sister, Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra. But if Jagannath alone is there in the altar or in the Garbhagriha, he is called Patita Pavana. Patita means fallen souls. Pavana means one who is the deliverer of fallen souls. Patita Pavana. So Jagannath gave this solution. You keep my form in the entrance so that Ramachandra Dev can take darshan from the road itself. Every day he can have my darshan and he will be satisfied. So Jagannath disappeared. And Pujari got up. He called all the other Pujaris and they have taken a wrong decision. Jagannath is not pleased with our decision. We have to change now. So from that day onwards, they gave this preference. Again, on Ekadasi day, they started offering prayers for protection of Ramachandra Dev by lighting Mahadiva, and they gave opportunity to Ramachandra Dev to do the golden proving, because Lord will appear in the street on a Rath Yatra day. Today is a Rath Yatra. So in the street, anybody can have darshan. There is no restriction. Anybody can have darshan. So Ramachandra Dev can do the golden grooming. That privilege should be given. So again, they gave this privilege and they established a deity. That deity is a very special deity. If you see, while entering in Eastern Gate, you can see in the right corner, there is a beautiful Jagannath. Only Jagannath will be there. He is called Patita Pavana. And that Patita Pavana deity was established in 17th century simply for the sake of Ramachandra Dev to have darshan. And that opportunity, it is available even now also for non-Hindus. Those who cannot enter into the temple, they can have darshan of Patita Pavana, Jagannath, while standing in the road itself. And the deity, it is not made up of wood. Normally, Jagannath's form, he is called Daru Brahman. Daru Brahman means Jagannath is made up of wood, neem wood. But this Patita Pavan Jagannath is not like that. It's made up of flowers, sandalwood paste, all these things. Sandalwood oil, by mixture of all these things, his form is made. That is why, before taking darshan of Jagannath, we should first take darshan of this Patita Pavan Jagannath and get his blessings. After that only we can enter. That is the custom. So this Patita Pavan Jagannath, even now also, he is giving darshan to many people who cannot enter into the temple. So why I am saying no? Mamki Partha Vyapashritya. If anyone is surrendered to the Lord, by material angle, if he is in a lower caste, still he can achieve the highest destination by Vaikuntha, Goloka Buddha. For Krishna, all these criteria are not important. Only in the material world, we will classify he is a lower class person, he is the highest class. Like that, we will classify based on the birth, or sometimes based on the reputation or position. We will give priority for rich people. Right? All these classifications are happening because of the influence of the modes. Influence of the three modes of material nature. Because of the only all these classifications are coming. But for the Lord, Krishna is above Maya. Maya Jakshera Prakriti Suyate Sa Characharam. Krishna is a master of Maya. Krishna is saying in the Bhagavad Gita. Under my supervision only this Maya is working. So Krishna is not subjected to the influence of the three modes. He is always above the three modes. Nirguna, Guna Bhoktirucha in Bhagavad Gita it's mentioned. He is beyond the modes. So for him, there is no classification. He is a lower class person, he is a higher class person. No. Whoever is surrendered to the Lord, Krishna reciprocates with him. So even though Ramachandra Dev, by marrying a Muslim girl, he was rejected by all the Brahmanas. But Lord Jagannath didn't reject him. That is why Mamhi Paratapya Pashritya. Epishu Papayonayaha. Papayonayaha means one who is doing sinful activities. Even that person also, if he is surrendered to the Lord, Krishna will excuse. That's a famous sloka in the 18th chapter. Sarvadharman parityajya mamem saranam braja agam tvam sarvapapepyo mokshayishyami masujata. Beautiful sloka. This is the essence of whole Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is saying, Mam ekam saranam braja. Saranagati. And to me alone, Mam ekam. And to me alone, exclusively depending on the mercy of the Supreme Lord Krishna. So if anyone has raised to that surrender state, Sarvadharman Parityaja means giving up all other faiths. Because of the faith, we are following a particular dharma. And that faith is also created by the influence of Rajas and Tamas. Very subtle. All these operations are very subtle. So Krishna is saying, give up all other faith and just believe me. Believe my protection exclusively, or believing firmly in the Lord's protection. This is also one of the principles of Saranagati. If anyone does that, so that is why we discussed Saranagati. It is not an external appearance or external activity. It is an inner status. It is about inner attitude. Whether we depend on Krishna or not in the difficult situations. That faith we have to cultivate. When we hear more and more Krishna's pastimes, when we study scriptures, our faith on Krishna, it will increase internally. Faith is very subtle. It has to be cultivated. So, if anyone does this, Saranagati, then Agam Tvam Sarvabhavepyo. Sarvabhavepyo. Yes, crores of janmas we have taken, and all the sinful reactions are accumulated like a mountain. Like a mountain, sinful reactions are there, stored in the false ego. In our subtle body, false ego is there. And that false ego, all these impressions from the previous sinful activities, all those impressions are stored. That is called technically vasana. Vasana or vritti. And because of that, the vasanas, again and again in the mind, sense enjoyment, thoughts are produced. And because of the thoughts, actions are coming. In this way, the cycle is like a vicious cycle, like a loop. Again and again, we are getting trapped inside that. So, Krishna is saying, Aham Tvam Sarvapavepyo. Sarvapavepyo means Krishna is destroying all the vasanas and also the karmic reactions. Karmic reactions means when we do a sinful activity, then one reaction will come. Punishment will come. That may come little later also. It may come after 50 years also. We don't know. That's called the law of karma. So Krishna, he will destroy both the karmic reactions and also the subtle impressions seated in the false ego. Both he will destroy. That is the meaning of Aham Tvam Sarvapavepyo Mokshayishyami. Mokshayishyami means I will release you. I will release you from all these sinful reactions. Masuchaha, don't worry. Krishna is giving guarantee. You just believe me. But our problem is, no. If I simply believe Krishna, then who will protect me? That fear is coming. That fear is produced by Maya. That is why by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. More and more we chant Krishna's names. Our faith on Krishna will increase. That is the greatest asset. We are thinking asset means externally procuring many material facilities. We are thinking that is an asset. No, we have to give it up at the time of death. But the asset is real asset is how much faith on Krishna I have developed internally. That is the asset. That is a permanent asset. So that we should work on it by chanting Krishna's names, by reading scriptures, by taking darshan of the Lord, by hearing about Krishna's glory. In this way, gradually your faith will increase. When that faith, if we reach 100% or 100% faith on Krishna, that is called prema. That's called love. Till the stage, actually, we will be progressing towards that stage. So this is actually the prime responsibility of a human being. If we don't focus on this, to develop how to develop devotion for Krishna or love for Krishna, and simply if we loiter for eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, then again and again we have to take birth, and we have reached the highest stage human being, and we have taken a birth in a cultured family also. But if we don't utilize it or developing love for Krishna, then we will be forced to take birth in a lower level species. Krishna has already given guarantee, caution also. So today is a very auspicious day, Sri Jagannath Rath Yatra. So let us utilize this auspicious day for increasing our devotion or starting our spiritual life for the newcomers. This resolution we should take, spiritual resolution. Many resolutions are taking materially, but the spiritual resolution individually we have to take. That Krishna is actually expecting from all of us. And proportionately, Krishna will reciprocate. If we turn towards Krishna 20%, Krishna will also reciprocate 20%. Okay? So let us chant more and more Hare Krishna mantra because Krishna is there in the holy name. Abhinatva Namanamiyo. Krishna's name and Krishna, Supreme Lord, both are same. Krishna is there in the holy name. So when we chant Krishna's names, actually we are contacting the Supreme Lord. This is the very easy opportunity Krishna has given to all of us. We cannot see Krishna with our eyes blunt, material eyes. It's not possible because we have to be purified from our enjoyment tendency. Enjoyment tendency is strongly situated in our heart. That has to be removed, erased by more and more chanting of Krishna's names. And that enjoyment tendency becomes zero, and we can have darshan of Krishna. Thank you very much. Jai Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Patita Pavan Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Guru Premanande.